Well, hello there. This is Linda from North Central Texas. And it's just about that time of year again, or it is that time of year, for candy making, cakes, pies, you name it. And we're going to make some good old creamy, old-fashioned fudge. Peanut butter fudge. And we've got, I think, like 7 ingredients. We're going to put 4 cups. If you want to write this down, I'm giving you the recipe. 4 cups of white sugar. 1 can of evaporated milk. I mean, there's a lot of different versions of fudge. We're going to put 1 stick of butter, which that's equal to half of a cup. It's so nice that they have the measurements on the stick of butter for you. Oh, almost forgot. We got to have brown sugar. See where I put my brown sugar. Oh. I thought I had everything out there. I had everything but the brown sugar. I've got my brown sugar. I'm trying to get this light so it doesn't put such a glare on everything. And I know that's about 1 cup of sugar right there. 1 cup of brown sugar. And that's light brown sugar, not dark brown. I don't guess it would really matter. Okay, we're going to start heating this up. Just about every recipe that I've ever seen for peanut butter fudge always had white confectionery sugar. This one calls just for white granulated sugar, right along with the 1 cup of light brown sugar. But what better thing to make for Christmas than peanut butter fudge? Everybody loves peanut butter. It'll take it a minute to heat up. In the meantime, you're going to want to get a 9 by 13 inch pan. And I've just got one of these. I don't have a white pan, so. Now you can put butter on it like I'm doing. You can line it with parchment paper if you'd like. I think lining it with the butter is going to work. But there's so many different variations in peanut butter fudge. I've come across some, the old-timey version where they only use 3 ingredients and very little peanut butter. That was back during the Depression time. I think they only used 3 tablespoons of peanut butter in it. Peanut butter, sugar, and what was it? I think I had it written down. Two cups of sugar, 1/2 cup of milk, and 3 tablespoons of peanut butter, y'all. How simple would that be to make? It only makes, it doesn't make a whole lot, but you could triple or quadruple the recipe. But we got to get this butter to melt. And we want to bring it to a boil and boil it for 7 minutes. That's to, melt all that sugar. But there's a lot of fudges, cookies, candies you can make for the Christmas and New Year's holidays. This is just one of the old standbys here. And you want to stir it and watch it. You don't want to walk away from it, because you don't want it to get too hot to where it's going to start burning on you, because then it's going to ruin your fudge. I'd love to hear from some of you people and tell me, what, if you've ever made peanut butter fudge before and what your recipe had in it. Nose itches. I had a RSV shot the other day. The druggist told me they just started giving them this year, and they're good for people, past a certain age, because if you run the risk of catching this lung infection, it's very bad. So he said if you want to get it, you can. You don't have to if you don't want to. So I went in and got it. Oh, it made me so sick. I had an allergic reaction to something in it. Probably to everything in the shot. I thought I was going to die, y'all. I feel a lot better today, but I'm still not back to 100%. I'm kind of still weak a little bit. But I wanted to get my fudge made. All my Christmas lights are on outside. It looks so good outside. So festive. Some people even add chocolate. And they put like 2 layers. Like the one layer is just the peanut butter fudge and one layer is like the chocolate peanut butter fudge to go with it. Looks real good. And I bet it is good if you like chocolate and peanut butter. Now maybe we can get this to boiling a little bit. I don't know if you can see in my pot. Yeah, you can see in there a little bit. I look a sight, y'all. I didn't even want to be on camera, but we've got to get it to a boil. Now you can line your pan with parchment paper as well, instead of using butter. But I think just putting butter in it would be sufficient. But you can do either one. And you just seen me do both. I put butter in there, now I'm putting, which I didn't have to put the parchment paper in there, but there you go. Yeah, I think I'm just going to leave the butter in there. I don't need the parchment paper too. That's just going to make more of a mess. But it's just now starting to boil. Isn't it odd how some recipes say do not use evaporated milk, and this one calls for 1 can of evaporated milk? Most of them call for whole milk. Okay, it's starting to boil. So, watch my clock up there. We're going to let it boil just at a low boil for 7 minutes. Now you're also going to need a 7-ounce can of marshmallow cream, 16-ounce can of creamy peanut butter, and we're going to need some vanilla. Those are the last 3 ingredients we're going to be putting in here. But you put your sugars, your milk, white sugar, brown sugar, evaporated milk, your butter in a saucepan. Bring it to a boil. Boil it for 7 minutes. Turn it down a little bit because we don't want it to burn. Don't you just enjoy this time of year? You get to cook all the good stuff. The cakes, the pies, the candy, cupcakes, cookies. Watching the clock, y'all. I didn't set a timer. I've just got to watch the minute hand up there. It's going to be good. A couple more minutes. Heater's kicking on. Okay, I'm going to turn it off of the heat and actually take it off the heat. I'm going to take my 7-ounce container of marshmallow cream. Didn't think that was going to be so difficult to get off. Can't get hold of it. There. And that's just like you think marshmallow would be. Good and gooey. It's not real easy to get out of here. It's kind of stiff. Now we're going to mix this up. Mix your marshmallow cream all up in your melted sugars and all this other mixture till it's really well mixed up. Wondering if that pan is going to hold all this. It said a 9 by 13 pan, but I've got gobbles of marshmallow cream here. Have to squish it up to get it mixed all in together. It takes a few minutes to get it mixed up because that marshmallow cream wants to stay in little clumps. But it'll gradually melt down and you'll be able to incorporate it all in your sugar and all this other mixture. Now we're going to start in a whole 16 ounces of peanut butter. Use this same spoon. I got the it's not quite as easy as you think to get it out because it's creamy, but it's still I'm just wondering if I can get it better with the spatula than I'm getting it with the spoon. Yeah, there it goes. Now, we're also at this point going to add a teaspoon of vanilla. Just plain vanilla extract. And mix this up real well. Oh, it's looking good and it's smelling so good, y'all. Oh, that smells so good. Smells wonderful. I'll probably be taking this to my son's house when I go over there for Christmas. Ooh. Oh, this is going to be good. This is going to be so good. Now, we're going to pour this in our pan. And I may need another pan. This cutting board is not level. But it does need for your pan to be level, and mine's not level. I'm going to have to level it up somehow before it starts coming over the sides. I know I've got my little mats here I can put under it. And I know y'all have run into the probably pretty much the same thing. But that's what it takes, a 9 by 13 pan. Ooh, that's hot. Be careful when you stick your fingers in it like I just did, because it is hot. Y'all, that is good. Now, we've got to leave that cool because it's scalding hot. Well, we're back, and I've let it cool a little. I mean, it's not hot anymore, but it's not completely set. But what I'm going to do is see if I can cut it. Before it gets too hard. Because if you wait till it gets too hard, you may not be able to cut it. And I'm going to try to keep the knife clean so it'll cut through straight. Or cut through clean. Because it's not set completely yet. But if you keep your knife real clean, it'll cut through a lot better, a lot easier, and a lot smoother. It's kind of thick, so I'm not cutting too big of pieces. And it would help if you put it in the refrigerator to cool it too. Now I'm going to cut it the opposite way. The camera is not. I'm going to cut them about 1 by 1 inch. As close to that as I can get them. I think that's a good size. Well, I guess these are going to be a little bit bigger, but you can't get them exactly. So let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I've got 35 like 1-inch squares of fudge, peanut butter fudge. But it's got to set because the marshmallows and all the other stuff is not set yet. But if you don't cut it before it gets completely hard, you may not be able to cut it very well. That's something that my brother told me. Him and his wife made fudge every year. And he said they learned the hard way. Well, I don't like the way the light shines. They said they learned the hard way to not wait till your fudge completely gets hard to cut it, because you may not be able to cut it, it'll break. So hopefully it's cut now, but we still need to let it set, completely set up, before we can take it out of the pan and do anything with it. But there you go. There's my creamy peanut butter fudge, y'all. Y'all make some and enjoy. See you later. Love y'all. Bye now. There's my peanut butter fudge, y'all. Nice and creamy. Oh, I can't wait to eat a piece of it. I know that's going to be good. Y'all try it. I think you'll like it.